Craig Foster, District Wildlife Biologist for Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife in Lake County, and I've been in that position since 2000, March of 2000.
Great. So how did you end up working with Fish and Wildlife?
Went to school, decided I wanted to be a wildlife biologist probably before I knew what that was, and went to college to get a degree in wildlife management. Started with the agency in 1982, and have been working for them ever since.
So your job entails a lot of time spent in the mud and, and the dirt.
Right now my job is a combination. I have administrative duties. I also am a field biologist, and so, you know, I do my time in the mud, and I also have other bios that work for me. So I also administer the wildlife program in Lake and Klamath County.
Okay, so you cover a pretty wide area.
Yeah. Yeah. I do.
It's yourself and Dave. Are others involved in the operation, or is it just you two doing it?
In the watershed, in the Klamath and Lake County is what we refer to as watershed. There's 4 wildlife biologists, 5 wildlife biologists, and 3 fisheries biologists. Dave Banks is a fish biologist.
Okay, great. So for a while now, you and Dave have been sharing an office in the Marius building, which is a veritable maze to try to find where you're at. But you just got approved for new office space. Tell me how that came about, the whole process.
We've been proposing to build an office in Lakeview since 1995. Because of the Pittman-Roberts bump in funding to the department, we had an opportunity to purchase the neighboring piece of land to a facility we have west of town, and got approval last week to actually go ahead and let a contract and build the office. So we're going to build a 1,400 square foot office. Initially it'll only house Dave and I, so that's, you know, 2 people for 1,400 square feet. That's not, there's going to be a lot of space for us. However, you know, over the years we have fish research people coming in for different times. You know, 2 summers ago I had 14 people working in the county on a fish research project, both in a red band project throughout the northern part of the county and Warner Sucker project out to the east in the Warner Valley. And I had 11 of those people living in Lakeview. So, and their office space was basically the cab of their truck. So it'd be nice when we have those times coming to fit some people in. Probably the other people in the building are going to be happy that I'm not dragging dead cougars in and dripping bighorn blood down the hall and things like that, because I don't have a space to work. Because we're biologists, we do a lot of biological sampling. We're dealing with dead critters, and a lot of that happens on that table that's right in that office. You know, they're just not uncommon for the ladies from probation and parole to come by and say, "What are you doing?" I said, "Well, I'm pulling the guts out of a cougar right now." So,
any other features with the new building plan that won't be associated with your current place?
Not really. I mean, we're going to have a reception desk, although we don't have a receptionist. We probably aren't going to have a receptionist, so I'm going to be the receptionist / biologist. We'll have a conference room, so, you know, right now when Dave's trying to do something and I've got people in the office working on, you know, a habitat project or something like that, it all happens in one spot. We can kind of get away and get focused. So, you know, that'll be nice to actually have a place where when people come in for an extended meeting, you know, we can actually get out of the traffic area.
Yeah. And whatnot. But any funny stories that you can recall, or odd occurrences when out in the field, or you being maybe hunted by a cougar? Or...
Oh, yeah, that's happened. This wasn't a Lake County story, but we had a damage complaint where a cougar attacked a horse. And the landowner actually chased it into a big willow patch. And so it didn't come out. By the time myself and state police got there, I went into the willow patch. is about 2 acres of willows. I went into the willow patch to see if I could find the cat, and in my traverse through the game trails of the willow patch, the cat actually came out the other side, and the state police officer shot it. That cat was 6 feet behind me when he shot it. So I didn't even know it. So anyway, there's those kinds of things. You know, there's a lot of them. It depends on the critter.
Right. You kind of seen them all out here, so.
Not all of them, but you know, wildlife's an interesting thing. Just when you think you know all there is to know about it, they prove you wrong.
How many scars do you have from encounters?
3 broken ribs and 2 broken fingers, and these are caps. Actually, I mean, you know, it's going to be really handy. It's not the approval wasn't whether anybody thought we needed an office or a new facility or anything like that. It was, can we afford it? Is it economical? Can we afford it? And, you know, things kind of came together that the money was right, so we did that. How I'm excited am I? You know, we're field biologists. We get excited about things out in the dirt. You know, I get excited about this morning. When the sun came up, I was standing in the gravelies looking at the steams, looking at Bayes Butte, looking at the Pine Creek Range in Nevada. That's what excites me. 4 walls in an office is just, it's going to be handy. It's going to be great. It's not something you get excited over.
So you and Dave aren't fighting over who gets the bigger desk?
No,
or
absolutely not.
There's no like you know, rock paper scissors contest to determine who gets this desk versus that one.
No, you know, it's going to be a nice facility. It's going to be very convenient for both our customers and for our staff. Is it something to get excited over? No, pretty much not. You know, because you know, we come from more the field side of things than the office side of things.
Right. Does ODFW participate in any sort of ride-along programs or community outreach stuff for people who are interested in possibly going into this career field?
Sure. We do. We have a volunteer program. You can volunteer with us, or you can volunteer for us. Okay. For us being, you know, we've got projects where I've just had an individual here from town that volunteered to go out and check some guzzlers for me. You know, we have, from time to time, I do like the advanced science class at Lakeview High School. We'll take the kids out to look at sage grouse. We'll have a couple of kids that are interested in wildlife management, fisheries management as a career, and so we'll either take them with when we're doing something out in the field, or we'll just sit down with them and talk to them about, you know, what the career is, what the pay is, what the hours are.
Always want to know about the pay.
Oh yeah, sure.
So for more information, how can people reach you or the ODFW department?
The office number is 947-2950, and we're obviously on the ground floor of the Marius building. And, you know, just call the office. There's a lot of times we're not there. And so
I've learned that.
Yeah. Leave a message and we'll do our level best to call you back as soon as we can.
Terrific.